So today, I figured a good first video would be something pretty simple. I have here 3 different kinds of peppermint that I am going to plant today. I have this peppermint here. I have chocolate mint here. And I also have my spearmint here. I also do have sweet mint already planted and potted that I had. So it's time to get these potted. And an important thing to know with mint is that because mint is very invasive, mint will continue to spread and spread and spread, which is why if you're going to introduce it to a garden, the best way to do it, look at this big leaf here, but the best way to do it is to actually grow them in containers, or if you have a large enough area that you don't mind them taking over, plant them in that area. Okay, and to plant the peppermint today, well, peppermint, spearmint, all the mint, I'm actually going to be planting them in these grow bags. These are 7-gallon grow bags. Sorry that they're a little dirty. They were sitting in my little garden shed, but they open up and they're about 7 gallons. I got them off Amazon. They were relatively inexpensive. I will post that link to those in the description, but this is what we're going to be planting them in today. I'm going to go ahead and get this started and we'll be back and I'll explain what I did. Okay, we're back and I have this container filled about halfway with soil. This container I have here just to take some from. I'm only going to plant one of the kinds of mints because actually they're in the 2 different pots. This is a regular plastic nursery pot, and this spearmint, for whatever reason, is in one of the biodegradable pots, and I'll show you what I do with that for things like mint. I know a lot of people do tend to take these off because they do break down, but it takes kind of a little while for them to break down. So I have a little thing that I do that I feel works well when I do get things like this. So the easiest way, let me grab my other spearmint from over here. And first things first, and that is I take all of my little tags out. Then we have to take the plastic off. So I'm going to do that, and again, we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the plastic off, as you can see. And then I just kind of go around. And here at the bottom, there's, you know, just a couple of little dead leaves. I like to just go around, kind of pull those off where I see them. I mean, you can always do it after. It's just so much easier to do it before you get it in the ground. And those little ones down there, I'm not even going to worry about those. Oh. And this plant is already starting to send up some little side shoots. So that is a good sign of a healthy plant. Got a little one over here too. It's a little bit further along. Come over here to this one. Let's get some of these big ones pulled off there. And overall, I mean, for sitting here longer than they really should have, they're really doing quite well. That guy. All right. That one. All right. Now, with these pots, they are designed to break down. However, I found that sometimes they don't always. I mean, they do tear real easy, but for some roots, I think it's harder. Mint shouldn't have a problem, but I still like to operate on the safe side a little bit. So I will actually come in, turn it here a little bit. I just like to cut the pot a little bit because mint actually has a relatively shallow root system. Oh, there's one I missed. And what they do is they grow out sideways from the main plant and send up side shoots, which is like what we saw over here, right here and right here. They grow along the ground. So really, that's why I'm not potting them too deep. These are 7-gallon bags, but I'm not filling them all the way up because this should be plenty. Mint is really better planted on the shallow side, but in a wide container, so it has room to spread itself out and to continue to grow. It responds generally very well to being cut back rather heavily. And that all that will do is promote it to send out more side shoots to then send up more new plants. Okay, so now for the soft pots, what I like to do is I will come in and just give the hole a little bit of a head start. Dig it down just a little bit. And then I'll just plop the whole thing right in. Backfill just a little bit because we're going to be adding some more soil in there. Now, with these plastic pots, it's a lot easier, and there's a trick that I've been shown, and I just love it. You can actually take this, careful you don't break your plant, but just kind of wiggle it down into the soil a bit, and then just leave that there. Then we'll come over here, dig down a little bit for our last spearmint here. Come in there, backfill it a little bit. And now use the soil from the other bag here, which is the same soil, which is just, I mean, your average bag garden soil. Unfortunately, Missouri does not have the greatest soil in a lot of places. It's very rocky, very clay, or very clay heavy, and doing this in an apartment where I can't really till up and amend soil and all that kind of stuff when we're just going to be leaving. Try not to cover, you know, the bottom leaves up too much. I mean, it won't really hurt it that much, but I mean, all the help you can give it. Another thing that I like about the grow bags is they're just so easy to move around if necessary. Be excellent. Sorry for the background noise. I am currently living in town, so there is some traffic. That's actually some of the school buses that are dropping off meals for the kids that are currently out of school. With, you know, all the COVID stuff going on right now and schools being closed, the school system out here is providing meals for the kids, even though they're not there, which is excellent. And the bus routes actually come through and drop those meals off. So if you heard that beeping in the background, that's what that's about. But yeah, I just fill it all in around the tubs, around the plants. The ones in those pots, you know, just get buried up. Now, this guy in the plastic pot, I've filled around. Give a couple extra pats around that guy. Give him another, you know, little wiggle to get that cavity made for the plant. And then, yeah, just give this some squeezes. Hand in here like this. Gently pull. It'll come right up. And then, see, there's the hole there. And it'll just plop right in. And you're done. And that really is all there is to planting mint. It's not a difficult plant. It does like sun, but in hotter climates, especially South Central Missouri, It does do better when it gets like that morning sun, has a break in the middle of the day, and then, you know, gets a little bit of that evening sun, so it's not getting direct sunlight during the hottest part of the day is where I've had the best luck with it. So, I mean, other than that, that's really all there is to it. Mint does have a lot of wonderful benefits. I mean, it smells amazing. I really wish, especially, that you guys could smell this chocolate mint. It smells amazing. It absolutely smells amazing. It smells like chocolate and mint. I love it. It is one of my favorites. I love to take the dehydrated. This does dehydrate very, very well. I love to take it dehydrated and actually mix it into like hot chocolates, sometimes into a little bit of even just store-bought chocolate frosting and put it on a cake. It's wonderful. Even putting it in cake batter for chocolate cake, it comes out really good, but it definitely has to be dehydrated for those things, and crushed up very finely, because it will wick some of the moisture if you put it in there, whole leaves and things like that. So I wouldn't suggest doing that. But if you dehydrate it, crush it up into a powder, mix it in there, I haven't ever had a problem. But this is it. I mean, it just sits right in there. I'll probably come back when I have 2 hands to use. And, you know, just cover that over with a little more of the garden dirt. Just the bag stuff. But, I mean, that's it. That's how I will plant my spearmint here. Or, sorry, my peppermint. This is the peppermint. And the chocolate mint will all be planted the same way. So, I just want to say thank you for joining me. Thanks for watching. And let me know if, you know, you want any videos geared toward anything specific. If stuff like this is really what you like. You know, if you want to see, you know, more of the garden, which I will do film for today. But I will probably post that tomorrow because I did promise once a week and I'm a little behind. So I'll do the film for that. And then we will see you later on. Thank you for joining us at Rough Patch. Have a good day.